I love mystery boxes. And the reason I love mystery boxes is it's one of the only times as an adult that you can get something and not have a clue what it is. Like birthdays and Christmas, maybe, but usually as the adult, you're the one that's buying the stuff, so you already know what's wrapped up under the tree. Maybe you have a significant other or somebody special in your life that wants to get you a surprise, but in my case, that's rare. So when I have an opportunity to get a mystery box, I jump on it. And recently, one of my favorite EDC gear websites, Going Gear, offered up a spring mystery box, and I jumped on it. I rolled the dice, and I went ahead and grabbed it. So they had two options. I'll put the email up over here. But they had two options. There was a value option that cost $99.95, and you got around $160 worth of gear. And then there was a premium option that cost $179.99, and you got $300+ worth of gear. And I opted for the premium box because, hey, if you're going to treat yourself, you might as well treat yourself right. Anyway, I got it here, got the box. I want to share it with you guys. Let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, so here it is. This is the premium EDC spring mystery box from Going Gear. I don't have a clue what is in this thing, but I'm super excited to check it out because for $179.99, what I paid, plus taxes, shipping, whatever, there's supposed to be $300 worth of gear in this. It may be knives, it may be flashlights, it may be wallets, just anything everyday carry is going to be in this box coming from Going Gear. So let's go ahead and check this thing out and see what we got. I already see a Bestech, I see an ArtisanCutlery, I see a Spyderco, it looks like an Olight box. I haven't touched anything. There's ArtisanCutlery, there's Spyderco, there's Bestech, that's an Olight. I'm just going to lay it all out on the table and then we'll open them up one at a time. So, that's right on Bestech, ArtisanCutlery. See, when you recognize the logos, and this is the only thing that I saw was the 2-year warranty, but I'm familiar enough with them that I knew that's what it was. Of course, we got the Going Gear stickers. Let's set this out of the way and see what we ended up with. So first off, the Arcfeld UV. I'm not going to open this one because I actually have it right here behind me, the Arcfeld UV on my display wall. And this thing is a beast of a light. I've got it in lockout mode, low, moonlight, low, medium, high, double click for turbo, flip it over this way, and you've got a UV light. See if we can get that UV light in action. So here's the UV light in action on the table. Kind of hard to see here because the lighting is pretty bright in here, but you can see how it's shining that Bearded Bargain logo in the background. So this right here is going to be an awesome light. I'm just going to leave that one sealed because I may end up giving it away or selling it later on, but I'll keep my original right there. Let's do the Spyderco next. Let's jump into the Spyderco. This is the Spyderco MBKLFP, the Man Bug Leaf Plain is what it says. Let's go ahead and pull that out. It's so tiny. I like it. Here we have a small Spyderco. This is the Man Bug Leaf. And that classic Spyderco hole. Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to get this one with the Spidey Flick, just because of the size of it. Yeah, see, that's not going to work. Let's try it one more time. If I hold it, no. It's not going to Spidey Flick. It's too small for that. Let's get a close-up here. Here it is right here. The Man Bug Leaf. And this is featuring, looks like VG10 blade steel. There we go. Now we're kind of focused there. Got the back lock. And this one is made in Japan. Spyderco VG10 blade. That one I like. All right, I don't want to waste your time. There's other things that are exciting here. I'll package everything back up later. Let's do it that way. There, so we got the Olight, we got the Spyderco Man Bug. We're gonna go next with the Bestech. And this is the Bestech Explorer in D2 steel with a satin and black finish. Let's go ahead and see what this looks like. You know, for a budget option, I actually am a pretty big fan of Bestech. I think that they have pretty quality knives for the sub 100 range, and really you can get them in the sub 60 range. This is the, let me remind myself, the Explorer. So that's definitely an interesting design. Let's get a close up here. So we got the satin scales, D2 blade, and look at that. So Bestech, I can't wait to get that one in my pocket and check it out. That is a pretty unique design, cutting wise. Feels pretty sharp. We'll do a cut test here in just a second on all of the knives. We've got one more that we've got to jump to from ArtisanCutlery. But that is interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. I like it. Flipper action is decent. You've got the thumb stud, or not a thumb stud, a thumb hole that you can open it with. Can we? We can Spidey flick this one. Let's try that one more time. We can Spidey flick it. We can thumb flick it. Yeah, thumb flick it, liner lock. And then of course your flipper tab. So several options to open that. That is from Bestech Explorer. Put our papers in here. Plastic out of the way. All right, next we're gonna go with this Klarus multifunction retro lamp. This is the Klarus CL3. This thing, 1300, no, hold on. 50 lumens on low mode, then 110 lumen, then 280 lumen. We've got 13 hours, 10 hours, 5 hours. It takes one 18650 battery, and that's included. Let's go ahead and open it up. See what we're working with here. And this one is in a like a beige white finish. This is the Klarus CL3. There's the lantern. See if there's anything else in the box. We have instructions, of course. Might need to refer to those. And down here in the bottom, a USB-C charging cable. So Klarus CL3. And that, here's our charging port. Looks like a charging indicator light right there. That looks to be a magnet of some sort. It says it's magnetic. Ah, it is magnetic. Nice. And a power button. So let's see. Maybe lockout, some sort of a lockout mode. I don't know. I might have to read the instructions on that one, so let me pause and then we'll jump back to this. This doesn't appear to be any type of a lockout mode. Probably a dead battery, so I'm gonna put it on the charger and hopefully we can get that for you here in just a minute. Try it one more time. No, not doing anything. All right, I'm gonna put this on the charger. All right, while the Klarus is on the charger, we're going to jump into this ArtisanCutlery. I am excited about this one. ArtisanCutlery makes some great knives. This is the 1809P BBK. Nothing else on the box, and it is ready to open. Let's see what we have here. The 1809P BBK from ArtisanCutlery. Got our logo there on a nice carry bag. Don't need the plastic. And this has D2 steel, serial number. We have a deep carry pocket clip. I'll get a close-up of it here in a second. Let me just check this out. The pocket clip does appear to be tip down reversible. So right now you're in a tip up right-handed carry, and then when it's in the pocket, and then if you put it here, it's going to be a tip down right-handed carry. I guess that could be a tip down left-handed carry, but I don't know that I would carry it lefty. But we've got a flipper action. That is another Wharncliffe blade. Just a straight flat blade right there. Kind of a reverse Tonto edge here, but that's not sharpened, so it's not really going to be a Tonto edge. It is just a Wharncliffe style blade. D2 steel. The scales feel like we have a G10 insert right here. Can't really tell if that's G10, but it does look like it. And then maybe aluminum scales. Let's see if that is magnetic. Hard to tell. Let's get the blade out of there. No, it's not aluminum because it's magnetic. But that could be, you have a steel liner all the way through here. So those might be aluminum scales with a steel liner. Can't really tell. Let's get a close-up real quick. So here we have the 1809 from ArtisanCutlery. Got that Wharncliffe style blade all the way down. And then you can see right here, it kind of looks like the metal was shaped for a reverse Tonto, but there's not an edge here. It's not sharpened at all right there. So this is just going to be a Wharncliffe style blade. Aluminum scales, I'm guessing aluminum scales with a steel liner, G10. Get a picture of that liner. We have liner lock right there. And then, of course, your deep carry clip. And that is reversible for tip down carry right here. This is the same cutout as this. We're going to do a cut test real quick. Now, when I do a cut test on knives, I like to test multiple materials. It's going to be difficult to hit the thicker materials like this cardboard with such a small blade like that Spyderco, but we're going to try it out. Anyway, I like to do just a standard sheet of paper. I like to do these 3x5 note cards. They're a little bit thicker. It's kind of like cardstock paper. And then cardboard, just a standard piece of cardboard. If you recognize that, then you know. If you know, you know. That's from another vendor. But just a standard piece of cardboard that your packages come in. So kind of thick. You can see the thickness there. Oh, I guess I need to get it on camera. There we go. Standard thickness. So we're going to do the cut on this smooth side here. There's even tape, so we're going to see how well these knives do there. We're going to start with the Spyderco, and we're going to use the standard sheet of paper first just to see how well it does. Ooh, like butter. That is sharp. Straight out of the box, that is one sharp blade. Moving over here to the 3x5 card. Also, just like a hot knife through butter. So that one worked well. And then finally, our cardboard, a little bit tougher. And like I said, it's difficult to get a grip with this small blade. There's not much slice action going because you can't really pull to slide into it. You have to put quite a bit of pressure there. But it did slice through that cardboard just fine. That Spyderco is very sharp. Moving on to the Bestech. Let's check out the Bestech. Pick another corner that's not been messed with this Wharncliffe style Tonto whatever blade D2. Oh, paper bent. The first two went great. There we go. So, a little bit of difficulty getting started, but it's pretty sharp. Let's try it here on our 3x5 note card. Not bad. And then, of course, our cardboard. not quite as sharp as a Spyderco. It's really struggling with that cardboard, but this is thick cardboard. It's sharp, not gonna lie, it's sharp, but with that thick cardboard, it did struggle a little bit. And then finally, we're gonna move over to our ArtisanCutlery. Here we have the ArtisanCutlery with paper. Kind of a tear there instead of a slice. There's a slice. Slice. Not bad. Jumping to the 3x5 note card. No problem whatsoever. All day. And then, last but not least, our cardboard. That blade's thick, so it's not really wanting to get a good slice action going there. And I don't recommend doing this to your knives, but for a cut test, cardboard is a great gauge to see exactly how sharp your knife is. When you can make a curve like that, you know it's pretty sharp. All right, so all three of them I would say passed the cut test. Very nice. Let me get this cleaned up real quick and we'll come back to that lantern and see if it's working. Our lantern is charged. It's not fully charged, but it's been on the charger while I was finishing the video and doing some cut tests and whatnot. So let's go ahead and check this out. So one click should put me in a 50 lumen mode with a 1300K output. So that light is extremely orange, almost, yeah, like pumpkin, like orange. Not a great light for color rendition, but I mean, if your goal is to just light up and see where you're going, it's going to work. Next is going to be 110 lumens at 2700K. There you go. That's more of your natural light. Maybe a little bit more yellow than a natural light. It's definitely not daylight. And then finally is going to be 280 lumens at 4000K. This is more in your daylight range, 4000K. So that's definitely brighter. So let me jump past it really quick. In this mode, 50 lumens, you're going to get 13 hours of runtime. In the 2700K, that's 110 lumens, you're going to get 10 hours of runtime. And in the 4000K at 280 lumens, you're going to get 5 hours of runtime. So the runtime on this thing is phenomenal for what it is. And if you're just needing some ambient light around your campsite or put this away for a power outage, give it to the kids to play with. You got this metal frame, metal cage to go around your bulb. It's going to be fine. And then it'll also take a 1/4-inch screw, so you can put it on a tripod or something like that if you needed to. Looks like this last one, it's like breathing. What? Let me see what that is. I missed a mode here somewhere. Breathing flash mode. Light fades in and out. Will turn off automatically after 20 minutes. In any mode, the light will stay on for 30 seconds before turning off if the button is pressed once more. So if I put it in that mode, I don't know. Someone explain that to me in the comments, because I don't know. It says, in any mode, the light will stay on for 30 seconds before turning off if the button is pressed once more. So if I put it into that mode, if I push the button again, it changes the mode. So I don't know. Anyway. Klarus CL3. All right, so there you have it. That was the $179.99 premium Going Gear EDC Spring Surprise or Mystery Box. Was it worth the $179 I paid? Absolutely, I think so. I don't know what the total value is. I'm going to have to look those up. I'll put them up here on screen right here for you guys to check out, but as of right now, while I'm recording, I don't have a clue what the actual retail value of these are. They will be up on screen. But personal feeling, I mean, I paid $179. I ended up with a Spyderco. That's probably 30 bucks. I mean, it's small, but it's got a VG10 blade, so it might be higher. It might be 40, 50. I'm guessing the Bestech is probably around the $60 range. I know the Arcfeld UV, this one's about 70 bucks by itself, and this particular version with the flames was originally offered as a tier gift, so you had to buy so much during one of their flash sales to even get this light. It wasn't initially sold, and people lost their minds because they wanted this exact version. So 70 bucks there, I'm gonna say. The Artisan Cutlery, I don't know. It's D2 steel. Artisan Cutlery has good quality, but this one doesn't feel like one of their premium knives, maybe one of their mid-level or even their budget knives with a D2 steel. So I'm gonna say probably another 70 bucks there. And I'm absolutely guessing on this Klarus, I'm gonna say 40 bucks. So what did I say? I said 70 here and 40 here. That's gonna be 110. I said 70 here, that's 180. I said probably 60 here, so that's 240. And that would put this Spyderco right around 60 bucks as well. I don't know, my pricing's probably way off on all of that. Again, pricing right over here on screen so you guys can check it out yourself. What do you think? Was this one worth it? Would you have spent the $179 on a mystery box? I'm stoked because I'm like a kid on Christmas morning. I didn't have a clue what was in here. I think it was worth it. I'm happy with my purchase. You let me know down in the comments which of these items was your favorite that came in this mystery box. And of course, would you buy it? Is this box worth it? Let me know. We'll see you guys next time.